I'm from Wisconsin. I have a twin brother, identical twin. After high school, my brother got a commission, went off to West Point, and I tried to go off into the theater. So, but no one could tell me what to do out there. You say to your high school people, yes, I'd like to be a set designer. They look at you kind of like they don't have a clue. I went off to the University of Wisconsin for a year, and they had no set design program of any kind. I didn't learn anything, by the way, but I saw Hull and Hayes on television talking about Carnegie Tech, and I was like, wow. So I just jumped in my Volkswagen Bug that my grandmother had given me as a graduation present from high school, and I still have one. And so got my Bug, drove to Pittsburgh, walked in the front door, said, hi, I'm here. I stayed there 1 year, got in my Volkswagen, drove to Chicago, where I knew about the Goodman Theater. Had a good year in Chicago. I joined the union. You gotta do it. Met a lot of people I still know, but then by that time I learned that everyone working had gone to Yale Drama School in New Haven, so I drove to New Haven. I had a very famous design teacher, Donald Ohnslager. And then about that time I got offered a job in Philadelphia, and working was more fun than school, and that was the end of that. With what I do, I should be living in New York, trust me. But New York is crowded and I like it here. Rhode Island is kind of quirky, which I like. I came here when my friend Roger Morgan, who was a lighting designer, called me and said, I'm working with this very strange director here in Providence, Adrian Hall. He wants a new set designer. He's unhappy with the guy he has. You know, he's really strange and you're a little strange, so maybe you'll get on. I liked him right away, and I ended up doing a show. And then, then I did the next show, and then I did the next show, and then I did many shows with him. I don't know, it could be 100 shows. He was the most terrific person to work with. It was a kind of funny collaboration. I kind of miss it. And we've gone through different artistic directors, Kirk Columbus, he brought me a new play about zombies. And then they said, would you do Christmas Carol next year? I did the first one, first Christmas Carol that Trinity ever did. Would be nice to go back and look at it after 40 years, I think. I get involved with people, it lasts a second, or it's forever. I don't know, that's how it is. Models, we often do models. I mean, I do bad models, funny little models. At Yale, they would give me an F for my models. I like these new plays. New plays are fun because no one's ever done that, so, there's no precedent. I gotten a call inviting me to do a Sam Shepard play, and I like Sam. It's all very hush-hush. I'm not supposed to show it to anyone, but he did me a little sketch. I like when people do sketches. I prefer walking into an empty space and creating from there, the whole thing. So, that's how it all begins, Make it clear for now, and then if we look at the sight lines, and if we're seeing too much through it, we'll make it frost. Yeah, I think I occasionally have to do something in New York just to keep your presence in New York. There's certainly these projects like Streetcar Named Desire.
They're going to come next week in Saltwater.
Yes. I like all kinds of things. Big commercial projects. There's nothing like Broadway where you spend, really lots and lots of money, and I like little simple things that cost nothing. To me, it's all mixed up as one thing. I was out rowing a boat around Patuxent Cove when the telephone went off, and I rowed over to the side of my boat, got the phone, and it was some cat from NBC saying this producer, a Canadian producer doing a comedy variety show, if I was interested, he would love to meet me.
It's Saturday Night Live!
So when I got the job here, the balcony used to pull out. I didn't like it, so I put this up. Baseball seats from Yankee Stadium. I think they're kind of charming, Let's see. There was like 15 people in this one office. And over here, through that wall, there was like an empty room with a ping pong table. Yeah, sets around the edges, sets in the middle of the studio. Oh, it's a pretty wonderful show to do, actually. It's kind of sentimental. And the next thing you know, it's 36 years. You know, my grandfather was a writer. He just one day decided he would write. He did children's books. They were quite nice, actually, in their way. The stagehands were striking, the writers were striking, some labor dispute, and I thought, well, I think I'll just write a book. So I just started writing. I keep everything. So I had my friend Oscar Eustace write the foreword to the book, and I had my friend Lloyd Michaels write the afterword. The Theater Communications Group was started by a grant from the Ford Foundation, and I knew the guy who got it, who was head of Carnegie Tech when I went there, Ted Hoffman. It's funny how things are all interconnected. It's interesting. They said, oh, we love the book, we love the mistakes, we love them. We don't even care about the spelling. We like the fact, you know, it's kind of a working document of a working person, and they wanted to do it. And they gave me an advance, small, but it made me feel like a real writer. The trouble is I didn't know when to stop. I mean, there's always something going on that I want to include in the book. This is part of my problem. There'll have to be a second edition because by the time it's supposed to come out, it's supposed to be on their schedule to come out this year. I don't go looking for anything, so you say yes, and then you hope it all kind of works out. I don't see any retirement. If they stop calling me, I guess it's over. I think if you stop doing things, you die. So I guess I just keep doing things, you know.